It's Leigh Newport here with Stage by Design. Today's video is going to focus on timing and preparation for getting your home or listing ready for sale. Because we're often asked, how much time do we need? And that's a very, very subjective question and subjective answer. Listing your home has a lot of moving parts, and no more so would you call your real estate agent and ask to have professional photos, a marketing package, and property ready to go in 24 hours to 48 hours. The same applies for staging. If you're living in your house, we wrote a great blog that I'll show a link to at the end of the video, but it was about how do you quantify the amount of time that is necessary to prepare your home. And the one thing that we came up with is you should, at least for the most amount of opportunity, to reduce your stress, get as much done, and even if you've never updated your home, to have at least 1 week for every year that you've lived in the property. So that means if it's 40 years, like the lovely homeowners I worked with this morning, that's 40 weeks. Now, most people may not require that. This is really just if you've never updated a light fixture, painted your walls, changed out your carpet, you might have a little bit to do. And we feel strongly that the more you can do to reduce the stress, to make it as painless as possible, then that benefits us all. There are oftentimes those situations where you just simply can't. You can't wait. You find a house and you have a contingent contract, so 14 days later your house must be on the market. We understand and acknowledge that that's a reality, but for most people, the more time you can give yourself, the better. And that's the same thing for a real estate agent. If you have a listing and it's in your back pocket and you're talking to the homeowners about it, we should be one of the first calls that you make as well. For us, we need at least 2 weeks lead time, ideally, simply to be able to get on our schedule. We can stage a house in 4 hours or less if it's vacant, but giving us the opportunity to actually get it on the schedule, which also lines up with your marketing plan, that just means a little bit more time. We've staged houses in 36 hours or less from the time of the initial call to the installation, but that doesn't happen all the time. We are mobilizing an entire house full of furniture with decorations and decor for every surface, soft goods. It's a lot of moving parts, and we've really tuned it down to a science. But the more time that you give us, the more time that we can customize that look for you. And the more you can do to prepare your house. And you have to consider also your contractors have lead time and deadlines for them as well. So just don't let this go to the last minute. Think about when you want to list. Think about how much you have to do. If you don't know what that is, call in your favorite stager here at Stage by Design and partner with that real estate agent to understand the deadline is also not your listing date. The deadline is your photos, and work backwards from there, giving yourself ample time to understand there will always be delays in the process, and understanding that the more time you give yourself, the easier it's going to be emotionally and physically. Thanks always for watching, and have a great day.